Was Temple somewhere that you always wanted to play before college? Was that like your university that you always wanted to go to?
Temple was my dream school. I grew up, my dad played here, so I grew up watching all the games. I was coming here, watching Lynn Greer play, and Deontay Christmas, and Mark Tyndall, guys like that, Ramon Moore. And I just always wanted to play for Coach Dumpf, just because of his knowledge of the game, who he's coached in the past, guys he's got the pros, or whether it be NBA or overseas, and just hearing that voice means a lot. But Coach McKee is like more relatable. He's like what you want to be like. He's like a dream come true. Every Philadelphia kid wants to play college basketball and then go into the NBA, and he's done it in our city. So, it's like if he could do it, maybe it's hope for me I could do it as well.
Is there one word that you could describe Coach Dumphy?
Humble. He's the most humble guy I ever met in my life, and he taught me that. He arguably, besides maybe Coach Chaney, he's the winningest Big Five coach, but he's probably the most legendary in my eyes in Philadelphia basketball. And just talking to him, you wouldn't even know. It's never about him. He never, like this whole season where he could have made it about him, it was never about him. So he just taught me that, it's never about you. It's always about the team. It's never about you. So I'll just say humble. He's the most, humblest guy I ever met in my life.
Just what has he meant to you as a person?
He means so much to me as a person, man. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. My freshman year, I didn't like Coach very much. I was like a Philly kid, just wanting to play the game. And as I got older and realized the lessons that he was teaching me and just how he is as a man, it just made me respect him even more. And then this year, just how he, like I said earlier, just how he went about this year, knowing that this was his final year, and he never made it about himself. He always made it about us. And we're walking down the street, he says hi to everyone. We go into elementary school, and he's talking to all the kids, and it's never, I'm the winningest coach in Big Five. It's never a future Hall of Fame coach. It's always just, I'm Fran Dumphy. Nice to meet you. And that's all it is. So just if he can do that, be as humble as he is and compassionate he is to anybody else, me as just a regular guy hasn't accomplished half of what he's accomplished, I could be that way too, and that's what he taught me.
Was there any particular players in your history when you were an underclassman, junior last year, that really helped you be able to lead this team as a captain this year?
My freshman year, probably had the best leaders that I've had with Jalen Bond, and he was a Philly guy. I looked up to him, knew him for a while. He was in high school and I was in middle school, so just his voice and the way he went out there and played, and how he worked off the court and on the court, that just showed me what a leader should truly be like, and that's who I try to emulate.
Is there any specific words or phrases on how you would describe your 4 years at Temple?
I persevered, I would say, fought through. Just the Temple mentality, we have a lot of kids that go to Temple that just come from different backgrounds. Temple mentality is to fight for everything we need, everything you want. We just got to fight, and that's how I've been. My freshman year didn't go as planned. I didn't play a whole lot of minutes, and I just fought I went from averaging 2 points my freshman year to almost 20 points my senior year. So I just say that's just fighting, persevering through.
A favorite moment in your time here at Temple?
Favorite moment, just I love being around the guys. I love being around Coach, and just when you're done playing, you start to realize how much you miss those times. Like over the last couple of weeks when these guys are in practice and I'm sitting in my room, I miss those times.
Do you have an expectation for the team next year, just knowing the talent that's here?
I believe in Alani Moore, Quentin Rose, Nate, Justin, JP, Dre. I believe in those guys. I think they could make a run in the tournament. I think that just getting there, that gave them a little taste. So I feel like I gave them a little taste of what it's like to be in that situation, and I believe that our senior leaders and Nate and guys like that, I think they could push them over the top.
Do you have any, what's a message to kind of leave with, whether it's advice or what do you have to say to them?
To play hard every game, because at the end of the season, you don't know when it's going to come down to. This year was rocky for us in the waiting to see if we're in the tournament, and we had a great record and we were still one of the last teams in. So any of those early games, like I said, we lose to Cal, we lose to anybody else in Missouri at Missouri. We lose any of those games, we might not reach our goal. So I just say every game you have to fight, be ready to go down to the wire. You down 5, 6, 7 points with a minute left, you can still win. So I tell those guys especially Quentin and NPL, man, you guys can't have any off nights. You guys are the leaders of this team. They look upon you to carry them in the end, and that's what I did. I couldn't have any off nights.
Is there anything that you would change from your time here at Temple, and if so, what would it be?
Probably the pin game. I really wanted to win a Big Five title. I feel like that would have been icing on the cake for Mr. Big Five, as we like to call him, just getting a Big Five championship. So that hurt me a little bit that I didn't get those two things done, beating Penn and beating Villanova. We had 2 chances to win both of those games. So over my career, there's no individual things that I regret. Just getting something for Coach Dumpf is the only thing that I regret.
What's the next step for Shizz Alston Jr.?
I have the Portsmouth tournament. Hopefully I'll play well, and then it's just waiting for calls from teams, NBA teams, to do some workouts, and hopefully I get invited to the NBA Combine and things like that. But in the meantime, I'll just be working hard, just waiting for opportunity.
I noticed on your Twitter you said that you were blessed to play in this tournament. What's the meaning behind the tweet about being blessed? Like, is it to play more basketball, to represent Temple one more time?
I say every day on Instagram, survive and advance. Survive one opportunity and advance to the next one. That was my thought throughout the whole season, whether it been an NCAA tournament and now on an individual standpoint. I had the senior game. Survived that, advanced to this thing, and survived this, advanced to the next thing. I'm going to have team workouts. So just blessed that people want me to be invited to their tournaments, blessed that I get invited to NBA workouts, just blessed for all those reasons.
If you could tell one thing to an NBA executive scout about yourself, what would you describe yourself as, either as a player, a person, or both?
I'm a fighter, not in a literal sense of the word, but I fight through anything. Whenever the game's on the line, whether it's practice, I'm a fighter. I've been through many tough situations, whether winning teams, losing teams, mediocre teams, and I always fight. Every year I get better. At the end of the day, I want to win.
You go one-on-one with anybody, who would it be?
Anybody in...
Past, current, doesn't matter. Like, if you could just, even if you get your butt whooped, like, if you could just have that opportunity with anybody.
If I could... I would go back to probably 1994 season, I think, and I would play one-on-one against Aaron McKee. And for his spot on that Elite 8 team, that either Aaron McKee or Eddie Jones, whoever the star player was on that team, whoever, you guys would say, I would play one-on-one for the spot to be on that Elite 8 team playing under Coach Chaney one time. That's what I would do.